Good morning, guys. This is Alicia with Scales Family Homestead. So we have the garden patch back here that I'm adding, just starting and getting stuff added to. I started digging, double digging another bed back here. But if you can see, it is super full of roots. I mean, it is close to our wood patch back here. And I just don't want to have to mow it. So I figured, okay, another garden bed, perfect. My husband was quite fond of that idea. But if you can see all of these roots, either I would have to put a raised bed here, or I don't know what else to do. So I had an idea. This is now, I don't know if you can see all of these little speckles. Those are beans. But we had an idea to make this our chickens' garden bed. And what we are doing is we are sprinkling these. I have tons of these bags of 15 bean soup, more than we will ever eat. And I thought, you know what? There's all kinds of beans in there. So my daughter and I thought this would be a fun project to just let the kids throw these beans out. It doesn't have to be in any particular rows. They can just be thrown out. We put the dirt to the side. We'll pull the dirt back over it. And I can show that to you too. But so basically, you just take a handful of the beans. Now the green lentils, where we are in Central Florida and a lot of places, they don't germinate well. But we really don't care, because what comes up, and the chickens like the greens. They'll eat the beans and all of the other stuff too. But really, I want the fodder. Just a chicken garden bed. So if it comes up, it comes up. And if they don't, that's okay too. We will just, they feel like jelly beans? Yeah. That's okay. We'll just till it back under eventually. And if not, then we have a great little garden space for the chickens that we can just keep reseeding this bed every few weeks, and then the chickens will have an endless amount of fodder. And I know I've given them some of our Sugar Snap pea greens and they love them. So yeah, give it a try, guys. Let me know how it works for you. We'll do an update video in a couple weeks and see what came up and what didn't. And yeah, super excited to see if this works. Okay, so the ones that don't get covered with the soil, Jameson, can you show them how we do that?
So you see these beans, and you just put, I would space them out, push them down, cover them.
Yep, just have your kids just like that. Yep. They can just pick them up, put them in, push them down, and cover them up. Or they can just push them down where they are and cover them up too. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Such a fun little project for your kids.
What is this?
Especially with all the kids homeschooling this year. That is a lentil.
Is it edible?
When it's cooked, it is, yeah.
Mommy.
So yeah, they just,
push it down?
yeah, but you don't want to push them down too far.
Oh,
So yeah, ones that are left over, they can just push down in the soil. And then, like that one, cover it up. And there you go. All right, guys, so just a bonus tip, side note. The greens that will come up, the beans, when they come up, the greens from them can also be used as a nitrogen fixer. So if you're planting a garden or you have fruit trees or anything that needs some extra nitrogen, you can absolutely use these as a chop and drop crop. Say that 3 times fast. So as it grows, you can chop it, and then what you would want to do is just every couple weeks throw out some new seeds so that you constantly have new ones growing. And then, so really, this has 3 uses. You have your chop and drop for your nitrogen for your garden. You have fodder for your animals, whether it's chickens, goats, whatever that you have, to supplement their feed if you don't want them just eating greens, but you don't have a large space for them to free range. This is perfect. And then, you know, last and the most important is experimenting with your kids. Like, my kids and I had so much fun doing this. It really was a blast. And if you're gardening, homesteading, or just whatever you're doing, always experiment. Keep experimenting. Keep it fun. This should never be stressful. And if you're experimenting, you're always learning. And if you're always learning, there's no failing. I mean, it's information that you always have that costs you nothing but a little bit of time, either to yourself, me time, or time with your kids that's irreplaceable. So give it a try and let me know how it works for you and what use you used it for. So I'm super excited to see how this works for us and if it works for everyone else. And during the time when budgets I know are tight, I mean, the bed cost $2. The beans cost me $2. We dug it ourselves, so it didn't cost me anything but some time with my kids. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.